Hello, everyone. It's been 1 year since the professor of anthropology launched a personal journey. The objective? Find her orphan niece. At the start of Black Rose, we find the professor here in Brooklyn, about to learn the trajectory of that quest, and the scope will take a grand leap forward. Black Rose was one of the Brooklyn-made pilots showcased last month at the annual New York Television Festival. In a few moments, we'll meet the executive producer and the actress giving a festival-winning performance as the professor. But first, check out this scene where the professor, played by Tiffany Rachelle Stewart, has a murderous encounter. Let's watch.
People are missing and the numbers are rising. In Africa, before they knew it was slavery, people were missing. In Germany, before they knew it was a Holocaust, people were missing. And now all we know, ma'am, all we know is that people are going missing from Brownsville.
We want to know, what is City University doing around here? Are y'all part of this situation?
I know that you think that I'm from City University, but I used to be where you are. I used to be in your shoes.
What does that mean? What that mean?
What are you
trying to say?
No, what that means is I'm not here to give you any kind of lies. When I was a young girl, I watched my own sister die in front of me. This is as real for me as it is for you. Now, my sister's daughter is still missing to this day. And as much as you want to find your family members and your cousins and your nieces and your nephews, I want to find my niece. I want to find my Kenya. This is real for me. What are the police doing? That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of. But here's the thing. Nobody is going to care about this until we do.
And now stopping with us at this table is Black Rose executive producer Lamonia Brown and the Best Dramas Actor when you just saw, Tiffany Rachelle Stewart. Both of you, welcome to BK Live.
Thank you.
Lamonia, how did Black Rose happen?
Black Rose is conceived and created by Harry A. Davis. He is the creator and he wrote it. And he was actually researching missing children one day. And he noticed that there was a connection to each child that was missing. And he thought, what if this was a real thing? And so Black Rose works backward from that same similarity. You'll find that Roxanne Brown, who Tiffany plays, she will notice that there is a particular thing connecting all these missing children. And that is how she ends up going on a quest to find out what's really going on with all these people missing in Brownsville.
Tiffany, there's something personal about this performance. And it's not just the clip we just saw, but the fact that you are actually involved with something in your life in Brownsville.
Yeah, so I'm a professional actress and choreographer. That's what I do for a living. But like a lot of actors and artists, I have a deep heart passion, and that is teaching and working with teen girls. And I really love working in communities that maybe don't always get the resources that they deserve. You know, when I was a little kid, I was desperate for somebody to look at me and say, I think you have something interesting to say. And I know you're talented and I know you're smart. And so when I work with teens, I work in the Bronx quite a bit with the Dream Yard Project. And I also have taught through BAM at New Heights Middle School here in Brooklyn. And I've also done a lot of work through the Public Theater with the Brownsville Recreation Center.
And you had to make time for this because you are also on Broadway.
I am. Right now I'm in The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It's amazing.
Amazing play, award-winning play too.
Yeah.
And how did you incorporate, Lamonia, what Tiffany's been doing in this role?
Well, I'm not even sure that we knew Tiffany was so involved in Brownsville initially, but we were really happy. And as you can see, even from the clip and in the performance, you can see that she really is the character that was created because she does know who we're talking about. She knows this community really well, and we're really happy about that. We're hoping that as the series continues, we'll be able to incorporate more about Brownsville. We intend to do some screenings in Brownsville. I'm also a Brooklyn native, so I'm really happy to be involved with a project that is Brooklyn-based. So, you know, we're gonna...
And you run your own production company, too.
I run the production company with Harry A. Davis.
99 Ways is the name of it.
99 Ways Entertainment. And I'm executive producer on this project along with Steve and along with a woman named Rachel Walker, who is wonderful. And we have several projects in development, but this is is what we're focused on. We are very happy that it made it into the New York Television Festival, where you saw the clip, right? That's how you heard about it. And
All
Tiffany
TV,
won
by the
Best
way?
Actress.
All TV?
All TV right now. Yes. Yes, all TV right now.
Tiffany, what else did you bring to this role, aside from the personal passion you have for your off-Broadway work?
Right. So the biggest scene in the pilot episode is this scene where at the Brownsville Community Center, Dr. Roxanne Black is going to have to really explain to the people of the Brownsville community that there's not just a couple of people going missing, there's a lot of people going missing. And the truth is, everybody's not telling you the full story. And of course, they're looking at her as this professor who is coming down from this university, and what you gonna tell me about my community? And Dr. Black, or Roxy, she actually comes from very honest beginnings, very humble beginnings, and she's a very grounded woman, and she hasn't let her ambition go to her head. She knows where she comes from. So when we shot that big scene that we showed a clip of, Harry actually, in the shooting of it, the director Harry, he left some of it to improvisation. So I wasn't actually sure, standing at the front of that room, even though I had my lines, I wasn't sure what everyone was going to be coming at me with. And because I, Tiffany, have worked in a lot of environments where I really wasn't sure what my teenagers were going to be coming at me with, what they were going to come in the door with. I had a student in the Bronx recently who would come to my class, and every day she was kind of switching from foster home to foster home, and I never knew what she was going to come in with, but I had to be able to meet her and look her in the eye and answer her questions and respect her as a human being. And so when we shot that scene, and all the different actors and community members were coming at me with different things, I kind of had to think on the fly as an actress, but really just as a person who has to be able to talk to anybody, no matter what they're dealing with. And I think that's the strength of Roxanne Black and kind of the strength of this series and why I think it could appeal to a lot of people.
Well, right now, Lamonia, it is a pilot.
Yes.
You've now had the festival.
Yes.
Tiffany gets the win. Where are we at now in terms of making this a series?
We have several meetings in place in the next coming weeks, and we expect that there will be an announcement sometime in the spring of next year about Black Rose, which will be great.
Is there a network or is like Netflix, let's say, that you want to have the program on? Let's say if you had your choice of where would this go?
Oh, if I have my choice. Very interesting. I think that wherever Black Rose ends up, it needs to be at a network that understands how to produce a high-concept episodic series. They also need to have an understanding of the actual story and how Harry is trying to show this world. And so I think there are several networks that have that sensibility. Of course, there are some that don't, but hopefully we end up with one that does.
One other thing, even though the pilot it's set in Brownsville. It was shot actually in Sunset Park. But you are doing something with Brownsville in order to encourage that community to take a look at this, and that will help you in terms of trying to get the show on the air.
Absolutely. We plan to do some screenings in Brownsville. We plan to make sure that we go to the community, make sure that they know we are telling their story. We would love their support in telling their story. We don't want to be a production that just rolls in, messes up the parking for the week, and then rolls out. We want to make sure that they know that we see them, that they are people, that everything we're saying in the show is exactly how we feel as a production company.
Well, one thing is for sure, both of you, this is more than just a Black Rose in terms of murder mystery. There's a lot more to it, and hopefully the people in Brownsville, when you screen it, will see it. And keep in touch in terms of getting this show on the air somewhere.
Yes, we're hoping so. It's a show that I believe everyone will want to see. Certainly, it's very personal to Brooklyn, people in Brooklyn, but I think that this show has a global appeal, and hopefully everyone in the world will want to watch Black Rose.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Lamonia, Tiffany, and congratulations to you again, Tiffany, on your award at the New York TV Festival, and the best of luck to both of you. Thank you for being here on BK Live.
Thank you for having us.
You're very, very welcome.